Good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm Ty Kelty with the South Fulton Art Commission. We are embarking on the city's first public art master plan. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that information with you and let you know how the organization and the area businesses can be involved. So I'm going to share my screen. Can everyone see it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So the South Fulton Art Commission was started in 2018 by ordinance. It took a little while for folks to get people appointed and for things to get moving, but now we are all gathered. We've been meeting regularly, and as part of the ordinance that created the body, there are 8 members. Each council person appoints someone, and then the mayor appoints the chair. So there's eight of us, and we've been charged with creating the master plan. And so typically cities, and I would say about 70% of cities, outsource this plan to a consultant. However, the cost can be anywhere from $30,000 to $90,000. And due to that cost, we decided to bring it in-house and do the plan as a group. So since we are embarking on that plan, there's a few different components to it. We'll have like a missions and vision section. We'll have a section with projects that people have proposed and things that the public wants to see. And then we'll have a section that kind of outlines specific sites, funding, and then policies and procedures. As part of this fact-finding mission, as we're trying to see what people want to see in their communities, we've embarked on a survey. And I'm hoping that you guys will take the survey and share this information with the public as well, so that they can participate. So just to recap, the public art ordinance, basically the ordinance is to prepare and recommend for the city council review a public art plan and guidelines to carry out the city's art program. So that's what we're in the middle of doing right now. South Fulton has some public art. There's sculptures at Quill Park. There's a sculpture at Wolf Creek Amphitheater. You probably have seen things at Welcome All Park and some of the other venues across the city. But for the most part, it's pretty much a blank slate. So we're trying to make our city more vibrant by adding more projects to our upcoming roster and our programming going forward. So far, Councilwoman Rao has been really great in terms of taking initiative. She did a paint by numbers mural at Sandtown Park in April that brought out about 40 community members that worked together to prime the wall, beautify the area, and then work with an artist to paint the mural at the practice field. She was also responsible for getting an artist on board to come meet with the community and collaborate on the 4-panel sculpture that you see at Campbellton Road and Boat Rock and New Hope Road. And those 2 projects are the first 2 public art projects to be conducted since the city has been chartered. And now we're looking to kind of expand what we can offer the city in terms of what they want to see. So specifically in the Cascade area or the Sandtown area, one of the projects that's been proposed is a mural honoring John Lewis, which would be at Sandtown Park. So we will be putting together an RFP for that project in the next few weeks. That will be going out. So that'll be a major project that's in your area nearby. We're also looking at doing an Art on Fire project, which is a fire hydrant painting project, a sculpture at Cliftondale Park, which is in District 2. We're doing murals at Wilkerson Park and Burdett Park, which are districts 4 and 5, and then an artist in residence program. Essentially, we'll be offering discounted studio space to artists who want to participate in the program. And in exchange for that, they'll work with us on a public art program each year. And then there will be additional paint by numbers murals in districts 2 through 7. And then we're looking at resurrecting this historic sculpture park, which is located off of Fulton Industrial. So if you've been on Fulton Industrial, I'm sure you've seen the very large red geometric sculpture that's at Fulton Industrial and Great Southwest Parkway. This sculpture was actually created in 1967 by a world famous artist. You can see his art in about 13 states in the US and other places internationally. And so at that time, there were 30 sculptures actually installed in that area, but they've all since been removed. Some have been relocated to libraries and community centers in the Atlanta metropolitan area. One is in Minnesota. Some are in private collections, some have been auctioned, and some they just really are not sure where they ended up. So we are in the process of kind of looking at where these individual sculptures were placed and the pads that they were on, seeing what kind of condition they're in to see if we can resurrect this in some way. Probably won't be 30, but we want to see what we can do to kind of revive this history, because it's a very cool project, one of a kind. And so this particular red geometric sculpture, I know we kind of probably drive by it and take it for granted, but it is considered to be one of the most prominent examples of modern geometric sculpture in the US. I did not know that until this week. So it was fascinating to me, and I think it'll be fascinating to the public as we kind of look at the things that we can do in that area. Excuse me. So we have a landing page at amorevibrantsf.com, and I'll put that in the chat once I finish. I'll do it now, actually. So this is the landing page that houses the survey that we're working on. And basically our goal is just to kind of get a beat from residents, from business owners, from other people, other stakeholders in the city that do work in good in the city, to get their kind of ideas about where they want to see things, what kinds of things they want to see. So our goal is to get 2,200 responses for that survey. We're nearing 10% now. And so we're hoping that we can collaborate with elected officials, city staff members, businesses in the area. Actually dropped off, Ace Hardware is distributing flyers, the one on Old National, as well as FIT, which PHIT is it's spelled, which is also on Old National. So if you have any businesses in the Cascade area that would like to have flyers to help us get the word out about the survey, that would be great. I have a codependent dog in the background, I'm sorry. So these are just a little bit of the early results of kind of things that people want to see. Events highlighting local artists, interactive public art, murals, designated exhibit spaces, unique art and art events, including creative lighting displays and landscape and architectural installations. So when you go through the survey, you'll have an opportunity to kind of share what you would like to see, where you would like to see it, and any other ideas that you may have. At this time, are there any questions? Awesome. So again, that survey is at amorevibrantsf.com. And if you can just please take it yourself, but also share it with other stakeholders in the community, and let them know what we're trying to accomplish. And if you would keep an eye out for things that are related to public art that are coming, that we'll be sharing information about. There's an opportunity to leave your email address in the survey. And so we'll be sending out periodic updates. We won't spam you, but probably monthly, you'll be hearing from us about different things that we're doing. One thing to note, the City of South Fulton does have an art festival. It's called the Red Oak Art Festival, and it takes place in District 3 on Roosevelt Highway. It's in a green space adjacent to a church there that lets the city use it for events. There's an artist call out right now. So if you know any artists that would be interested in showing their work at the festival, they can go to redoakdistrict.com and sign up there. Our representative for the Main Street area on Roosevelt Highway is Caitlin King, and she can help to direct them for more information and walk them through the process of getting involved. That's all I have for you. So I'll give you one more chance to ask any questions if they come to mind. And one more time to remind you to please take the survey. We would greatly appreciate it.
I have a question. I apologize. Can you hear me?
Yes.
With regard to your art, there are other cities that paint these, I'm not sure what kind of boxes they are, but sometimes you see
Utility
those.
boxes.
Those utility.
So we had that, well, we have that in our plan actually. But South Fulton is divided between Greystone Power and Georgia Power. And Greystone Power does not allow utility box art. So those areas of the city will not be able to participate in that program, but we are pursuing it with Georgia Power.
Those are the green boxes, which is Greystone, and Georgia Power are the silver boxes? Or does it?
I don't know the color distinction, I'm sorry.
Okay. And one last question. Are you guys going to participate in any kind of bridge artwork or kind of identifying bridges like in our area, for instance,
So
over the Cascade
that's
area?
That's typically called placemaking, which is part of public art. And the short answer to that is yes. The long answer is I'm not sure the timeline of that. The next placemaking projects that will probably come online will be in the roundabouts that are coming to, I believe it's Butner and Stonewall Tell, and then there's another roundabout. Councilwoman Morale, I'm not sure if you know what the intersection of that one is, but those will probably be the next two placemaking projects. But if you have a site where you would like to see a placemaking or other type of public art project, you can just let us know specifically where it is and kind of what you have in mind, and we can work with you to see if that's feasible and put it into our schedule for future programming.
So when you say get in contact with you, you mean as an organization or individuals? Like, let's say a church group says we'd love to see some art here. You know,
It can be a resident, an organization, a business, a church, anyone,
awesome.
anyone or any entity.
Awesome. Thank you. Beautiful
You're
people.
welcome. Thank you.
Can you put that location in the chat? Where to get in touch? Who to get in
Oh,
touch
yes,
with?
absolutely.
Thank you.
And to answer your question, the other roundabout is scheduled for Roosevelt Highway and Washington Road.
Okay.
They
So we do.
definitely need there.
We do have update meetings. They're very short, probably like 25 minutes. We had one last night. So when you go and take the survey, you'll be added to that, again, to that email list with the updates monthly. So if you want to attend any of those meetings, you're more than welcome to. Anything else?
Can you tell me where we can sign up for those dates again?
Yes.
Okay.
This is in the chat. I'm going to put the website. So that's the website that houses our survey. In addition, it also has a kind of like an introductory video, intro to public art, and a little video about our framework and some other information on there. But when you fill out the survey, it'll ask you for your email address, and that will automatically add you to the update list.
Awesome.
And that's my cell phone number. And you can also email us at that Gmail address if you have any additional questions or just feedback or however, whatever requests, whatever.
Well, all righty. Thank you so much. This was great.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
All right. So anyone else before she leaves? Anyone else?
This is Councilwoman Rowell. I just wanted to share, this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. I actually sponsored the legislation to create the Public Art Commission for the City of South Fulton and wanted us to really become a destination for public art in the future. And I thought, what better way to do that than to introduce this legislation at the onset of our city, really. And now we're actually getting some traction. And so we want as much input as possible. So please share this survey broadly with your neighbors and friends, because that's how you come up with a rich and robust program, by getting ideals. People, may have lived in other places, can bring those ideals to bear. And we just really want an awesome master plan with great public engagement. And as she said, we're about 10% of the way there. That means we have about 2,000 more people we need to to weigh in and give their input. So
Mhm.
we'll be aggressively working over the next few months to get as much input. So you'll see Ms. Mays and the Public Art Commission at various festivals, community events, pushing to try to get input. I know they participated in the Prince Review event last week to try to get input. So again, take the time to fill out the survey. It's really quick, less than 10 minutes, and something that we'll all benefit from for many years to come if we engage.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
And
Dr. Rao.
to piggyback on that, Dr. Rao, I'd like to tell the YouTube audience while we're here, please like us, subscribe. If you like the information that you heard on this video, please subscribe, and also hit the notification button, please also. Like the video and share it as much as possible. Like Dr. Rao said, this information is very critical to our community.
All righty. Thank
Thanks
you so
again
much
for
again.
having me. You all have a great evening.